Hello, everyone. We're back on the Isaiah readings, and it's going to be chapter 9. So let's read, guys. Nevertheless, there will be no more gloom for those who are in distress. In the past, he humbled the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, but in the future, he will honor Galilee of the nations, by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living on the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. You have enlarged the nation and increased their joy. They rejoice before you, as people rejoice at the harvest, as warriors rejoice when dividing the plunder. For as in the day of Midian's defeat, you have shattered the yoke that burdens them, the bar across their shoulders, the rod of their oppressor. Every warrior's boot used in battle, and every garment rolled in blood, will be destined for burning, will be a fuel for the fire. For us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. The Lord's anger against Israel. The Lord has sent a message against Jacob. It will fall on Israel. All the people will know it. Ephraim and the inhabitants of Samaria, who say with pride and arrogance of heart, the bricks have fallen down, but we will rebuild with dressed stone. The fig trees have been felled, but we will replace them with cedars. But the Lord has strengthened Rezin's foes against them, and has spurred their enemies on. Armenians from the east and Philistines from the west have devoured Israel with open mouth. Yet, for all his anger is not turned away, his hand is still upraised. But the people have not returned to him who struck them, nor they have sought the Lord Almighty. So the Lord will cut off from Israel both head and tail, both palm branch and reed in a single day. Elders and dignitaries are the head, and prophets who teach lies are the tail. Those who guide this people mislead them, and those who are guided are led astray. Therefore, the Lord will take no pleasure in the young man, nor will he pity the fatherless and widows. For everyone is ungodly and wicked, every mouth speaks folly. Yet for all this, his anger is not turned away, his hand is still upraised. Surely wickedness burns like a fire, it consumes briars and thorns, it sets forest thickets ablaze, so that it rolls upward in a column of smoke. By the wrath of the Lord Almighty, and the land will be scorched, and the people will feel for the fire. They will not spare one another. On the right they will devour, but still be hungry. On the left they will eat, but not be satisfied. Each will feed on the flesh of their own offspring. Manasseh will feed on Ephraim, Ephraim on Manasseh. Together they will turn against Judah. Yet for all this, his anger is not turned away. His hand is still upraised. All right, so in chapter 9, we have a little bit of a prediction of Jesus right around here. Yep, it was for us a child is born, 6 through 7. So Jesus was hinted there. And I like the fact, the last one about sin. Wickedness burns like a fire. It consumes spears and thorns. It sets forests, thickets ablaze, so that it rolls upwards. That's like sin, you know. Sin's like a uncontrollable fire. I definitely relate to that. Definitely, it starts as a spark, then it will just spread uncontrollably. So we all have to be careful, right? That some things that we partake in could get out of hand, and I've witnessed such a bad end of that recently, but the Lord is good and He just gets you out of those fires. But yeah, on the right they will devour but still be hungry. On the left they will eat and not be satisfied. Yeah, just consumerism basically. Um, excuse me, but that's like heavy consumerism. You know, if you have like a spending addiction, that's or like eating addiction, um, that's definitely the good verse for that, right? But anyways, this is Isaiah 8 or chapter 9, I mean. So I will be doing more, of course. I like getting back at these kind of readings. But anyways, guys, God bless you all. Stay safe and keep the prayers up. See ya.